While I was out on my run today, I was thinking about how does one manage semen retention while being in a relationship, and it can be quite challenging at times. It can be quite challenging. And if you're looking at getting into a long-term relationship, I recommend screening your partner or potential partner before you go any further to see if your values do align. In this day and age, I'd say society's perception of dating has been somewhat skewed. And if you are constantly having to replenish the material barometer with a girl when taking her out on a date in order to maintain interest, is this the person for you, one? And is this the person you want to take on this journey of retention with you? So look at maybe excess materialism, overstimulation, entertainment. And so if you go through that screening process and at the end of it you come out and think, yeah, there are some signs here that I don't like, I know that we're not going to align with regards to this, and on top of that, retention, then you should drop that person. But let's say you're in a relationship already and you are teetering on the borders of going into retention. How could you broach this subject with your partner? I remember a number of years ago when I started getting into the celibacy and retention space, I explained it to my wife and I said to her, look, I'm foregoing short-term pleasure because I know long-term this is going to make me a far more competent man, okay? And as a man in this reality, you're based on your competence and the value that you bring to society. And so I said, this discipline, if I'm able to reign and gain control over my lower nature, which is the most potent force that we have as individuals on this planet, everything else will just fall into place because I've mastered my sexual urges. And I put my energy, my sexual energy, towards a particular goal, and I worked towards that particular goal. And there's nothing a woman loves more and is more attracted to than a man with a purpose, a man with a goal, a man who puts his objectives and the greater purpose over her. Okay, she's, in her mind, biologically speaking, she's looking at, well, if he's chasing after me, right, and I want to procreate with him, how is he going to be able to provide for us and our family if he's chasing me and not chasing a means by which he can provide financially or other? And so in doing so, you will gain more attraction from your woman, and it kind of makes it more difficult as well because now you're rife with virility, you exude fertility, right? You exude this sexual force, okay? And so she's going to be pulled towards you even more. So if you're thinking in your mind, oh man, this might keep us away or push us away, I would say no, because of what I just explained. And you might find more diverse activities to engage in beyond the bedroom, going on walks, having deeper and more meaningful conversations about things. You might touch her body, not the sexual organs, but just rub parts of her body and cuddle more and experience sensations akin to that of, sexual stimulation without penetrating. So these are some ways maybe your body is just trying to create a more intimate reaction with your partner. It's happened to me and I couldn't be more thankful. So if you look as well at athletes, the collegiate level, high school, who want to go into the professional leagues, women are after them. Of course, social media nowadays makes them very public. They stand out like a sore thumb. But there's something that these young men have over a lot of the other college or average college goers, is that they're focused on a purpose. Their purpose transcends the short term. While the average college dude might be chasing after women, trying to set up multiple dates, putting his energies towards that, the athletes are putting their energies towards making it to the league, winning a championship. So they're thinking, I'm sacrificing here. I'm in the gym, 5 a.m. I'm not at parties or frat parties talking to girls, wasting my life away, wasting my life essence on girls. While the average college goer is doing that, the athletes are sleeping in bed, very regimented schedule, because they know the sacrifice that it takes to get to the league. I think it's less than 1% if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. And women sense that. They can sense a man who is about his purpose. And as a result, those who do make it to the league are providers. They earn millions, right? And of course, biologically speaking, hypergamy, these men have a level of status that possibly less than 5% of men on the planet do, right? And so it's demand, supply, right? And so if you're able to take this approach towards your own personal goals, it might not be making it to the NBA or a professional team, but let's say you want to be regional manager. And you know that in order to become regional manager, you need to put in more effort. And you know that retention, I've tested the waters on retention, I've felt more energized, I've felt more driven and motivated. And I used to wake up at 5 a.m., but since I got in a relationship and started having sex with my partner frequently, I'm not as disciplined with myself anymore. I need to get back on the horse. And you bring this up to your partner. And by focusing on a purpose, something that transcends just the carnal and the physical aspect of your relationship, she's going to respect you more because you're not putting her first. You're putting yourself first. And you know that by becoming more disciplined and becoming more rigid with your sexual nature, you're a more competent man. You are a man that stands out amongst other men who are there chasing tail, akin to a dog in mating season. He can't contain himself. Every female dog he comes across, he wants to, get on top and elope with. And so you stand out as a man. Oh, he's different. He's really focused. He's dedicated. You're focused on becoming a better provider. You're focused on becoming a better man. And your woman's going to be more attracted to you. Of course, there will be times when she knows and you explain as much to her, but women will unconsciously throw out these tests to test if we are the man that we purport to be. And you'll pass these tests. You'll say, look, no, I'm not going to get entranced by your snare trap, as enticing as it is. I'm on a mission here. And her requests will subside, but they always come up. And the further you engage and the further you get down on your retention, the further you move on your retention road, right, your energy, your virility goes up. You're exuding more fertility, so the magneticism is there. And that's good, but it's twofold because, of course, your woman is going to feel more attracted to you. Discipline and purpose. If you ever think, oh, well, we're not having sex, maybe she's going to seek it elsewhere. Well, I'd think on two things. One, if that's what you think she's going to think, I think you need to reevaluate your relationship. And two, that's not the person for you. If she's showing signs that she's so attached to intercourse that maybe if you go 4, 5, 6 months, a year without sex, she's going to leave. That's not the person for you on this journey of retention. Maybe someone else. I want to leave you with a final word, okay? And think about us as men. We've been imbued with the Most High's divine essence, right? The divine material is flowing through us in the form of semen. It's divine ore. And it is on us as men to go out into the world, using the world and life as our workshop, and these experiences in this workshop we should use to craft, like the blacksmith god Hephaestus, craft the most divine of weapons so the Most High can speak and communicate to others through us by providing more value to the world and to our community. Don't count the days, make the days count. Until next time.